Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Randota. As always, I am D, your host for the show where the meta doesn't matter. Been mixing up how I say that a little bit recently, but oh well. This is a replay cast I found from my friends list. We'll just see how this goes. See, the reason I picked this one is because it had some of the newer items for the meta, or for this recent patch, as well as just some pretty high-level heroes at the end of it. And we have a Lich picked up by the Dire, first off. Really quickly responded to with the Radiant picking up Huskar. Lich is a great support. Oh, and then Radiant switches over to Magnus. Okay, then. Wasn't expecting a switch that quickly, but okay. Like I was saying, Lich, good versatile support, great for denying a lot of experience and gold to the enemy. Doom picked up by the Dire for their second pick. He can be a pretty versatile character in general. You can do a really greedy farmer, you can do a ganker, you can do a kind of a support Doom. Magnus, usually played in the mid lane or in the off lane farming, just because that's where he really excels. Because he needs his items and his levels. Elder Titan picked up by the Radiant for their second pick. Good support character. A lot of AoE, good area denial, and the minus armor you get that you can give from natural order. I mean, you can literally take somebody's entire base armor off them by level 7. They can still have bonus armor, but a lot of people aren't going to be building bonus armor by level 7, so... Now, my plan was originally to cast a game I had played a week or so ago. That didn't work out because I had a problem downloading it, so I went and played another game, a ranked match. Lifestealer picked up third by the Dire. Good jungler, good farmer, good all around really, unless you want to play a support Lifestealer, which doesn't get done. But anyway, the game I played a ranked game just before this cast. We did not win, we did lose, but we had a Meepo player who got disconnected and actually ended up getting it abandoned. We tried to pause to let him come back, but the other team just kept unpausing it. That's dick move. Anyway, Radiant pick up a Nature's Prophet for their third pick. Always fun to see. You never know where he's going to be, and Split Push is the name of the game with NP. Of course, that all depends on the build they go.
Lion.
Fourth pick, Lion. Probably going to be your other support. So that means Doom is probably going to be in the offlane farming, if he's not in the jungle. Although if he's not in the jungle, Lifestealer could be in the jungle. That's the thing about this. Sven picked up by the Radiant. Very tanky, very good at standing in front of people and just cutting down the other team. Our Sven player last time, in the game I was just talking about, that I played, our Sven player did really well. He actually managed to keep us in the game for about 5 more minutes than we should have been in. And the final pick for the Dire is a Silencer. Nortrom is always one of my favorite characters. Final pick for the Radiant is going to be a Clinks. Alright, we are now into the game. Let's go get the last hits denies chart up. If you notice the black bars across the top and bottom of the screen, I don't know what's going on with the resolution. I'm going to try and fix it real quick. Y'all might see this, you might not. Maybe 1080. Okay, good. That'll work. And luckily for us, somebody paused. Oh, it's because the Nature's Prophet actually disconnected at first. Okay, so I can actually run it at 1920. 1920 by 1080, that's good to know. Since we're in the middle of it, I've never seen that headpiece on Skywrath. Just gonna go look around at these. You get some interesting effigies going. Hopefully the pause doesn't take too long. This is just about a 56-minute game. or 56-minute replay. Ooh. That's very nice. There's the 2016 International HUD. There's the one from last year. I've actually got both as well. We're actually going to stick with the wind carding because I like the way it looks. Very angelic. Granted, that's kind of what they're going for. $5 says this is what Vengeful looked like before she lost her wings. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go look up her lore. Anyway.
My friends, this one is in the bag.
We'll go ahead and introduce our teams real quick. First off, for the Dire, we have I'm Fire and I Know It playing on the Lion. Probably going to be a support. Might be roaming. Probably going to be top lane, though. We also have Relax playing on the kind of terrifying looking Lifestealer, the Mask of the Bloody Ripper. That's an interesting new set. We have Tika playing on the Lich. Got a couple items out of the Sorcerer of the Blackpool, Eldritch Ice, and Core of the Saracen Tyrant. That's new. We have... I have no idea how to say... We're going to call you Aki.
The battle?
Playing on the Silencer. So we have Aki on the Silencer. And we have Khan, supposedly saying they're from Team Na'Vi, but I doubt that. Playing the Doom. So it's going to be Lich, Doom, bottom lane. Looks like Aki taking Silencer in the mid lane. So yeah, it's going to be Fire and Relax up top. Whereas for the rating, we have Panda, or P@ND@. We're just going to call you Panda, playing the Sven, solo top lane farming. Incredible John, playing the support Elder Titan, going to be wandering around for right now. We have Rochdi. Rochdi? We'll go with Rochdi. Rochdi playing on the Magnus, going to be your mid lane farmer. Alsa Tesla, if you know what a palindrome is, that's what it's his name, because it's backwards and forwards, the same thing. Playing the Nature's Prophet, currently in the jungle. And we have Lamberto playing the Clinks as your safe lane farming. Alright. Clinks is... excuse me. Clinks is already off to a decent start. I mean, 2 last hits, although currently... Rochdi on his Magnus is doing really well. But Relax on the top lane, Lifestealer is actually doing just as well. Keeping up 1 for 1 so far. Ooh, stun on the Panda, but it's not going to lead to anything because level 1 stun, level 1 Earth Spike doesn't have a very good stun duration, so... As for why I needed to mess around with the resolution, just in case you're wondering, it's because for some reason, if I set the... Oh, we have a... Hold on, hold that thought. We have Aki getting skewered back under the tower, taking a couple of shots. 1 good shockwave. Oh, never mind. Roche didn't need it. Just gets the first blood.
And so much more shall soon be spilled.
Pretty good first blood. That was... A lot of that came down to Aki just being really out of position. You don't want to be standing right here when you're up against a Magnus in the mid lane, especially if you think he might have picked up Skewer. Anyway, what I was saying about the resolution, I needed to mess with the resolution because I found out that if I set Dota 2 to sit at my monitor's native resolution, then I, for some reason, can't record. But I got it fixed, so there's no real harm done. Tika picks up a DD rune. Already got the 1 point in sacrifice, is a good idea. Ooh, Echo Stomp out from John. Lamberto takes a single swipe from Doom to the back, but that's not going to be anything, really. We have a green Onibi over here for the courier, and Shackbark. Kind of cute, except for the giant wagging tongue, which is just a little bit weird to me. Oop. Last word coming out on a Rochdi. Not going to be able to get rid of it. Granted, the way last word works... Oop. Lamberto gets the kill on the Tika down on bottom, but then we catch Khan just as he uses Scorched Earth to burn Lamberto down. Oh, we missed a kill up here. Relax gets the kill on this onto Panda. Probably, yeah, I think that was probably an Earth Spike lead-in, so... Don't know the MMR of these players, but this is just again, that's what Randota is. It's all about the random fun that we find in the queues. The original idea for this was, if you know anything about Husky StarCraft, when he was still casting, he would do a series called Bronze League Heroes for StarCraft 2. That's actually what kind of prompted me to do this series, was I wanted to do something kind of similar, but finding like 2,000-3,000 MMR games is a little bit more difficult than you'd think. Also, for the record, you can move the Spirit. Ooh, Flaming Sword onto Lamberto. Also, Tesla jumps in, almost gets Tika with that Sprout combo, but not enough damage, and Khan comes in, actually finds also Tesla. Is he gonna get this kill? Nope, he will now. If he hadn't stopped for that Sprout, he might have actually gotten out of there. Lamberto's gonna burn down to the Flaming Sword. Khan gets a double kill there. Ooh, but on the backside here, Relax gets cornered in the tree line. Panda and Roshti just cut him down. And yes, I know they're cacti right now, but that's just the way it looks with the terrain set I've got. Aki just putting a lot of pressure on the mid lane all of a sudden.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's middle tower is under
Lamberto TP's in, takes the last word for his troubles, and a curse, arcane curse. They really changed how Silencer works. It used to be that the Stolen Intelligence was a part of Glaives of Wisdom.
Something bad is happening in your bottom.
So on its own, you'd have to have at least 1 point in Glaives of Wisdom to get the Stolen Intelligence. Tika blocking the creeps to slow him down. Lamberto and Aki. Ooh. Lamberto steals the bounty rune, but doesn't get the arcane rune as he tries to get away from Aki. Roshti is almost dead. Probably took quite a number of tower shots there, but about a kill a minute so far. A little over that, really, but ooh, good stun on to Relax. In comes the Shockwave. Tosses open wounds, but the Skewer comes in, and it's enough. That Skewer just catches it. Relax, and is all he needed. Oh, reverse polarity. First RP of the game. Fired, pops the Hex on Roshti, but it's not going to be enough so far. Earth Spike does hit Elsa Tesla, but it's still not enough. Double kill for Roshti on the Magnus. That was a good attempt by Fire. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Khan takes down John. That rhymed. Panda does manage to get killed by what exactly? Oh, he just died right there. I think it was a creep that creep he's pinging out. He wants revenge.
Something bad is happening in your bottom.
Yes, you died to a ranged creep. It happens. Ooh, but then in the river, Aki manages to find Roshti and takes him down another one. So that was a dominating streak going the way of our Silencer player. Ooh, also Tesla, you don't want to fight this. Silencer's way too powerful. He's got 3 levels, and with an arcane rune like that, his cooldowns are lower, his mana cost is lower. He can just wail on. He can just wail away, especially since these do Last Word and Arcane Curse do damage, especially at level. Damn, Last Word at level 4 does 300 damage. Because once Last Word's on you, there's nothing you can do. You're going to take the 300 damage at this point. Ooh, Aki's got himself a bottled regen rune. That's always good. Well, unless you're on the other end of it. Doesn't seem to be doing the ambient effect, but well. There goes the Nature's Wrath flying through. Also, Tesla's trying to get... He basically was just there to help Panda get away. We have 6 ultimates online. One of them is down because we did just see also Tesla fire off, like I said. He just fired off the Nature's Wrath. But there are still... Lamberto on the Clinks is still level 5. Oh, he's about halfway to level 6. John is only at level 4, so he's going to be on. And Relax on the Lifestealer just hasn't put a point into it yet. And Fire is... Oh, hold that thought. Global Silence flies out and actually manages to get them a kill onto Lamberto with the Clinks. John is doomed up. He's not making it out of this. Gets cut down from behind by Khan. Roshti almost got caught, but not quite. Panda just comes in a little too late to the party. He could theoretically make a go of it here, but ooh, the Flaming Sword does hurt. Or Infernal Blade, that's what it's called. I keep calling it the Flaming Sword, but it's the same basic idea. Also, Tesla's already back at the top lane.
Yo, green dudes, something bad is happening. In your bottom.
Lamberto TP's back to the bottom lane. Roshti actually managed to find himself an Arcane Rune, which is actually not a bad thing for Magnus.
Dire's middle tower is under
Another
attack.
Nature's Wrath flying out. That is the thing about Nature's Wrath, is that even at level 1, it's got a very relatively short cooldown in 90 seconds.
Come! Come! That's exact.
Tika picks up Tranquils, and also Tesla picks up the Power Treads. Always good boot. Always good to upgrade your boots when you can. Fire grabs TP and is going to the bottom trying to help out Khan and Tika here. Can they get this? Can they get any kind of kill here? Now, Khan does have a Dark Troll. He did get a Dark Troll Summoner, so he's got the Ensnare. Oh, hold that. Ooh, Aki overextended there a little bit. Took too much damage fighting down Roshti. That's the one thing about Silencer, is he does need some kind of he needs some kind of ability to regen his health. He does have a Ring of Regen, but 2 HP regen is not much. Ooh, there's a big pickup for the Radiant there, as Roshti gets the Blink Dagger on the mag at 11.5 minutes. It's a pretty good blink timing.
Dire structures are fortified.
Any other big pickups so far?
Mad dudes,
Well, there's a Hand of Midas over on Relax. Urn of Shadows up on Fire, but we already kind of expected that. A Sacred Relic already up on the Doom.
Middle tower is under attack.
Judging by how early this is, he's not going to be going, and the fact that there's no Desperation right now, probably going for the Radiance rather than the Rapier, because Rapier, great idea in theory, but the Radiance is going to be a much more useful tool, especially for somebody like Doom. Ooh, they find Relax. Can they get him? The Sprout locks him in, and also Tesla just pings him off with one shot. So actually, it's really been the mid lane and the top lane that have been really action-y. Action-packed. Action-y? What the hell is action-y? I don't know. Unfortunately, I'm not sure the Radiant know about this Observer Ward right here, so... It's in the box. That's actually one thing I'm glad they changed about the way ward planting works. It used to be that it didn't visualize the box for you. What the box is that if there's anything inside of a certain range of this camp, or of any camp, with the exception of Roshan, because he's not really a camp. Oh, hold that thought. Lamberto gets... They drop a Sentry Ward. Can they get him? Oh, he's going to get out of there with his life, thanks to a great time stomp by John. But there's the magic box that every basic camp has, even the ancient camps, that if there's anything in there, if there's anything in this area, in the tower, or in the box area, when the timer ticks over to a minute, which is the respawn, they always respawn at the 1 minute mark. So every single minute, a camp respawns. But if you have something in there like a full camp, or even a single creep, or even a ward, or a hero,
Radiant's middle tower
then the camp won't respawn. We did just miss Panda dying to relax, so... Ooh, Roshti drops the RP for the... just so he can get the Lion. So, not sure if that might have been a little bit of an overcommitment, but he's also going to get out of there. Relax is not going to be able to find him. Thanks to that Blink Dagger. Roshti, though, is going straight towards him now. I mean, yes, you've got 1,800 gold. You might want to spend it before you dive into somebody. Especially since you have no support around you. I mean, Elsa Tesla can probably come in. Well, not for another 13 seconds, but... 13 seconds is an eternity in a combat situation like this. Also, Tesla is going to TP out. He had to do that because he couldn't use his own teleportation. He was still on cooldown, and he was silenced up. Ooh, get down here just as Khan takes a stun. Gets slept by the Elder Titan. John gets the... Oh, out comes Chain Frost, but it bounces to the creeps. It's now on Lamberto. It's on also Tesla. It's back to Lamberto. On a creep. Creep. Oh. Ooh, those were some lucky bounces for the Radiant squad. Aki gets pinned in and just annihilated by pretty much the entire Radiant team. Actually, that was everybody, I think. Yep, everybody was there.
tower is under attack.
But unfortunately for the Radiant, this gives Relax and Fire plenty of time to go to town on their top tier 1.
Dire structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Why is this so bloody difficult?
I don't know what Roshti's thinking here. If he'd had reverse polarity, he might have been able to do this, but he didn't.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
He shouldn't. He's just... all he's going to do is die here. He's not going to make it out of this unless he blinks down or away. Oh, but... oh, if he'd known about it, he could have taken fire down there. Now instead, he's probably going to die to fire. Ooh, Lamberto comes in. Does get open wounds by Relax, but then pops his invisibility. Roshti does go down. Roshti does go down. Fire goes down as well, but on the back end... ooh, they know that it's in this creep. Relax pops out, nearly killing Lamberto. Skeleton Walk comes out, as does... ooh, good Sprout. And just to make sure he gets that, pops his Blade Mail. But on the backside of this, Relax does pick up his Echo Saber, so he's going to be hitting twice every few seconds. See, it's every 5 seconds he gets a double attack.
Good guy's top tower is denied. Whoopie-doo!
And now we have... ooh, there it is. 1625 on the Radiance for the Doom. First real big item of the game, I think. Let's see. Yeah, that's the first real big item of the game, is that Radiance.
Bad dude's top tower gonna fall over soon.
That's not where he has it turned on.
Dire structures are fortified.
Maybe he forgot the batteries. Radiance doesn't actually run on batteries, I'm kidding.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Also, Tesla actually destroys the tower. Looks like he used his treants to do it, because he's down here. And he's been down here for a while. Kind of hoping we see him go Ags, an Aghanim Scepter. Ooh, Khan actually gets sprouted up, but... oh, he actually did Doom also Tesla, so now he's secured himself that kill, but... okay, yeah, the Radiance is actually burning away. So it's actually very dangerous to get anywhere near Khan if he can get Scorched Earth up. Ooh, he comes in from the side, drops the Infernal Blade, or Infernal Sword. Infernal Blade. And Aki manages to clean up the John on the Elder Titan. Khan pushes himself, gets pushed forward with the Force Staff from Aki, drops the net on Panda, who promptly turns around and just storm hammers him in the head. But he does burn. But then he does burn Panda down with the Infernal Blade. Lamberto comes out.
Green dude's top thing is
Looks like they tried to smoke, actually. Out comes Nature's Wrath. Ooh, Khan does go down to Lamberto.
under attack.
Aki turns around and throws a couple of infused glaives. Also, Tesla's got a Shadow Blade, so this is a good pickup.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Unfortunately, he might have done it with inside of those,
Fortified.
inside of these two illusions. Roshti, oh, he only takes he takes a single hit from the Chain Frost. He actually did something smart there when he ran.
Green dude's
That gets a double kill for his team, not for anybody in particular, but Lamberto actually takes down Aki, whereas also Tesla gets the kill on Tika. Relax is getting stabbed in the back, and he does manage to get the... He and Fire manage to get the kill. The dominating streak for Lamberto is done. Fire is getting chased down. He tries to save himself with with an Urn charge, but it doesn't work. Because Urn will break, or the charge will stop, if you take damage from a hero or a tower. But what I was saying about... was smart about Roshdi, when he was over here fighting Tika and Aki, he skewered himself up that way just as Lich throughout the... or just after Lich threw out the Chain Frost. So that he pulled the Chain Frost away from his teammates. He did have to use RP to get the kill, but Khan does get John. Khan gets John with another Infernal Blade, but Roshdi comes in with a Shockwave to get that return kill. Nature's Wrath comes out. Also, Tesla's in really low health, so he needs to be careful here. He's got 10 seconds until he can teleport back to base and get out of there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Looks like he's just gonna walk it, because there's really not a way to stop him at this point. Or there wasn't anything there to stop him. Roshdi empowers himself. Check net worth. Alright, Khan is leading the net worth with 9,500. Pretty close behind him, though, is... I'm just gonna start calling him Tesla. But yeah, pretty close second is Tesla with less than 300 between them. Oh, it's almost 300. We'll just call it 300. The lowest net worth player is our Tika here, who's got... Ooh, that's a bit of a miscommunication between the team, because there's an Urn on the Lich and an Urn on the Lycan.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Relax manages to take the bottom tier 1. They have pushed all the way through to the top tier 3, so Tesla's currently going in, trying to... He drops the Nature's Wrath. In comes Relax, gets sprouted up instantly. Tesla's going to turn and try and get out of here and see how well he does. Yeah, he's going to get out. Nobody was even trying to chase him. Speaking of chase, though, we got Panda coming down, going after Khan. Infernal Blade. Oh, he turns and dooms him, actually. But Panda's going to be fine here. There's... The burn damage from Doom is not enough to kill him at this point. There we go. Tesla and Roshdi going down on bottom lane. Panda looks like, yep, he's just gonna go and farm a little bit of the Ancients, although there's no stacks there. Oh, John DCs. Are we gonna have a pause? Pause, guys?
Dire's bottom tower is under
I guess not. Oh, there we go. Seems to have been connection issues this morning because, like I said, there was a player in my game that DC'd. We could have won with him because he was a really good Meepo player. He claims it was a denial of service attack. I don't know. But this game is also from this morning. It's from a couple hours ago. Okay, relax, unpause. Not a nice thing to do. Remember, guys, give a couple of minutes to a pause. If somebody disconnects, just to give them a chance to come back. Another unpause from Relax this time. He just really wanted to kill that creep camp, maybe.
I will be the last thing you never see.
Panda's invisible and moving in for something. Looks like he wants some action here. Can he get it? He can get a 3-man stun here, but he's got no backup. He's not going to be able to do much here unless Khan keeps going. I was going to say if Khan just kept going forward down the lane. Doesn't look like he's going to find a kill here. His best bet is to just leave though, because he's actually slowly dying to the Radiance Burn. And he's only got, I don't know, a couple of seconds left. Ooh, they got Aki. They found him.
I got my ear.
Out comes the Chain Frost, only onto Lamberto and the creeps though. And one bounce, only one hit on Lamberto. Luckily he's unfortunately for him dusted up, so Panda gets us a 3rd pause. Hopefully this is resolved soon. Okay, good. Our Elder Titan came back and relaxed again on pauses. Luckily, he came back, so it's not a big deal. Extra flies out. Roshi Aki comes in. 2-man RP with a skewer. Relax just turns on him. Roshi's not making it out of this. Earth Splitter coming out. But unfortunately, it's not going to do any good because Relax just hopped into a creep and hid. Uh-oh, John got open wounds and now he just gets cut down from behind. Tesla's actually popped his blade mail. He's getting hit up a lot. Relax is going to make it out. No, Relax is not going to make it out of there. Unfortunately, nobody else is in position here to help Lamberto, whereas Tika has Khan right behind her. Or him, I don't know. Lamberto's going to get out of there. This is turning into an interesting match. Well, it started off pretty interesting. I mean, we're up to 45 kills in 24 minutes. We've got about 30 minutes to go on this game. Hopefully hopefully very little of it is pauses, because you guys don't like to watch those, I'm guessing. I definitely don't. Oh wow, Aki's already finished up an Eye of Scotty. Wait, no he's not. I'm sorry, I thought it looked like he had an Eye of Scotty. Okay, yeah, it was just the angle. It's just his infused glaives. That's not their official name, it's just what I call them. Colin was a little hungry, so he just chows down on a creep. Smoke coming up for our Radiant squad, or no, I'm sorry, on our Dire squad with Aki. He's got a smoke just sitting back in his stash, but it's coming out to him now. I don't know where he's gonna put it because he's out of item space. Although wait. Oh, yep. Rod of Agony, or the Rod of Athos, is now up on Aki. He's also got his smoke. Glitch also picks up a smoke, so... Oh, and Elder Titan picks up both of his team stones. I'm not sure what those are. They give you 425 experience whenever you use them. But you only use them once, and they take a long time to restock. So... Oh, that's where that was. Whoop, smoked up. The Dire smoked up. They're looking to move into the Roche pit, but they know that's an illusion of Sven. They also have... They know somebody's nearby. Panda just gets found out. Tries to drop the Doom, but... Gets stunned up. Ooh, can't hear anything because of the silence. Panda just gets melted, as does Roshti. Relax and Aki getting those kills. Like I said, that was just incredibly quick. The only thing that made that last as long as it did was Khan waited too long on the Doom. I'm not saying he screwed up, but he like I said, if he had just doomed Sven, if he had just doomed Panda instantly the second he saw him, and then had Relax jump out, that probably would have gone better. I mean, it went perfectly otherwise, but I don't know what I'm complaining about. I think it's just that I have to have something to complain about when I'm doing something like this. There's only one outer tower left for the Dire. It's the tier 2 on mid. There's three outer towers left for the Radiant, including the entire middle lane. Their mid tier 1's still at more than half strength. Khan just goes and eats one of the smaller wild wings so that he doesn't lose his wolf abilities. Ooh, we missed fire going down to Tesla in the mid lane. Well played. Nature's Wrath flying out. Dust goes out on Tesla. That Chain Frost going out. It's going to do some damage, but how much damage is the question? Not much. Not enough. John drops the Earth Splitter, but he's not going to make it out of here. Relax does get him. Meanwhile, Aki managed to find Tesla and take down the Nature's Prophet, so... That Earth Splitter wasn't going to do much, I can tell you that already. Lamberto, they're trying to get Relax here, but they might have been able to if they'd let him with an RP, but a one-man RP is not that great. Ooh, smart move. He picks up the big creep. And now he's got his team a great aura. Because, yeah, Relax is now in charge of this ancient granite golem, which is immune to most things. So it's basically a free BKB. I mean, he doesn't do a lot of damage now because he only does 82 per hit, but. Strength coming out again. Tika's just following really close behind Roshti. Well, too much closer though, and you're liable to get spotted by the tower, because... Ooh, Lamberto gets the kill on the fire, turns and tries to go on Relax, but it's not going to work out. As Aki comes in and manages to drop... That was... that was Arcane Curse. Also gets the kill onto John, just starts chucking out his glaives. Khan does manage to get the kill there on Tesla, but on the back end of that, Panda comes in and just storm bolts or storm hammers Aki into oblivion. So it ends up being a 3 for 4 for our Dire squad. Ooh, Panda just jukes and then runs into the same creep that was helping them track him. Just sitting here watching the Radiant respawn. John's going to TP bottom along with Lamberto. If I'm saying any of these names wrong, please correct me in the comments, people. I'm not sure how to say any of them, but, well, some of them I know, but... Nature's Wrath flying out. Seems to have taken down a couple of creeps. The reason I mentioned getting Ags is because this becomes funny with Aghanims. If you kill anything with it, it respawns as a treant. If you happen to kill an enemy hero with it, they become a bigger treant. in your control. I've actually seen somebody like Admiral Bulldog from Team Alliance. He went for an Ags rush in, well, not a rush, but he went for an Ags in one game as Nature's Prophet. Every single lane was just swarming with trees after a while. That's what I started to refer to as the Revenge of the Trees. Khan gets stunned up by the Echo Stomp, but there's no follow-up here. Oh, never mind. Oh, bad luck with the skewer there, Roshti. Ooh, out comes Chain Frost. It's bouncing. Bad luck bouncing. Is it? Oh, it does. It bounces back. But by that point, Sven was already dead. Panda died there to Aki. Meanwhile, Fire actually got the kill on Roshti. Well done. They're finally going to take them to Tier 1 mid, maybe. Nature's Wrath coming out. Not going to be enough to stop this. The Titan Spirit wandering around.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Echo Stomp stuns 4 of them. Good solid stun there. Meanwhile, on the back end, Fire is having to defend against Tesla.
Yo, good guys. Middle tower got owned.
This is what Nature's Prophet can do. He can split push for days.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ooh, catches 3 in the Echo Stomp, but not gonna affect Relax because of the rage. Khan and Aki take a little bit of a hit from the. Ooh, blinks in with a 2-man reverse polarity. They do lose 3 in the end. That was a well-played jump from Roshti. I don't know where the Lifestealer was hiding, but all of a sudden he was just there and dead. Can they capitalize on this is the big thing.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh man, this is
Dire's
totally hurting my mellow.
Bad dudes, middle tower, everyone, go, now!
There goes the last of the tier of the. There's the last of the outer towers for our Dire squad. The Radiant still have their tier 2 on bottom, but the Radiant are just pushing really hard on this. Lamberto pops his skeleton walk to get the hell out. Meanwhile, up on top, looks like Tesla's doing his job. Ooh, he picked up a Bloodthorn. That's a new item. Hold that thought. Echo Stomp onto Khan so Lamberto and John can get out of there, but yeah, like I was saying, he picked up... Wait, Lamberto picked up the Bloodthorn. What am I talking about? But yeah, this is basically an upgraded version. This is literally an upgraded version of Orchid Malevolence where you strap a Crystallis to it. So it's Orchid Malevolence with crits. And it actually can be very destructive. Tesla's already up. Oh boy, Panda's got a Crystallis, and he's going for a BKB. The Black King Bar. Ooh, Relax is just getting chunked down. He's not making it out of this. He did. He already left. You sent him back to the grave. It happens. Khan just chowing down again. Can they push this tier 3 quickly enough? Probably, if they can get a good engagement. But the Dire are all here just grouping up around the tower. The Dire have just stuck to their base a lot recently, mostly because if they don't, then they're going to have Tesla here on the Nature's Prophet just warping in and wrecking their stuff. Nature's Wrath flying out, but probably not going to do much. Although it did manage to. That's a lot of treants. He's got his scepter, so it looks like top tier 3 is going to be sieged by a ton of trees. Aegis goes away in just under 2 minutes, which I mean doesn't hurt our Sven. Panda's probably okay with that, considering what happens is if the Aegis breaks, it acts like a regen rune.
Ownage!
Where did Relax die? Oh wow, he actually got sieged up on his own, pretty close to his own base. Ooh, come on there. Discover the enemy trees. That'll work. And a couple more trees on every lane, pretty much. Now you know why I called it. Now you know why I call this tactic the Revenge of the Trees.
That bottom tower you badly attacked was crap anyway, don't swear. Mad Dude's top tower gonna fall over soon.
Panda's under the last word curse, but it doesn't really matter for him. Global silence gets dropped. Silence has actually got his Ags as well, so that means that Arcane Curse actually goes on anybody affected by Global Silence, which is actually an insanely powerful combo. Actually, it's not all that powerful. Let's see. Global Silence lasts for 6 seconds. Arcane Curse lasts for at least 6 seconds. But the problem with that is that they can't cast anything. Ooh, stomped way too late there, John. That's gonna lead to you getting found. Aki found you and drops Arcane Curse on you. So Tesla's just going to town. He's got one Rax down. He's gonna just take a couple of shots at it. The treants are going. Ooh, pops the Shadow Blade, but he gets dusted instantly. Blade Mail comes out. Aki's getting chunked down. Aki's gonna survive though. Tesla, on the other hand, is not. Out comes the Earth Splitter though. John actually gets that kill on the Tika. It's hard to get Earth Splitter kills, even though, especially when you got Relax on Lifesteal chopping you down. Finger of Death comes out from fire onto Roshdi after a reverse polarity on 2. That's gonna do a double kill there though. Well, not a double. Relax does get a double kill, but Roshdi also dies to Khan. In the meanwhile though, Lamberto has been split pushing, takes down the top tier 3 and the top ranged barracks. So while this will heal, there's going to be super range creeps coming in. They've only got 1 tier 3 left and 1 full lane of Rax. They've got 1.5 lanes of Rax to go. Lamberto is walking around behind Khan. He could probably do something here if he does this raid. If he opens with a Bloodthorn into a Bloodthorn Strafe. Oh, that's actually better because now he's got Death Pact damage, which means he does 330 damage per hit. So he needs to. Yeah, there you go, Bloodthorn. Might not be enough. Khan's got lifesteal with Satanic, so up he goes into the air. Out comes the stomp, and there he goes. Lamberto gets that kill. You did need a little bit of help from John. I didn't think you would, but I forgot that, forgot Khan has a satanic on him. Which means he can actually get some serious lifesteal going. Blade Mail and another tome up on Mr. John on the Elder Titan, along with a Smoke of Deceit.
The seeds of fortune.
Arcane Curse coming out onto the creeps, but all that really does is whittle them down a little bit. Octarine Core up on Tesla, meaning he can now throw this out every 45 seconds. He can teleport every 15, and sprout every 6. This is some serious damage this guy can deal. That means he can actually have a 100% uptime on Sprout if nobody gets out of it. Out comes the Nature's Wrath, and the Treants are marching. The trees are on the march. So we'll see how this goes. Echo Stomp onto fire, but there's nothing there left. Ooh, are we gonna get... Oh, Global Silence saves fire from the skewer kill. Oh, out, and there goes Chain Frost and Finger of Death. Earth Splitter coming out behind it, but Sven's already dead. Panda's already died. Aki actually gets a double kill there on Panda and on John, so... Meanwhile, though, top barracks has fallen down to Tesla. Do they have a dust? No, they don't. Tesla's gonna get out of here just fine. They've only got one lane of racks to go, and its tower is almost dead. It's actually within deny range, I think. Roche is up in a minute 30. Khan takes a huge chunk of damage. Lots of treants coming in from the top lane. Flooding down. I don't know where they're all going. Oh, he probably commanded them all to go down and help him out. Maybe by accident, maybe intentionally, I don't know. Tesla's doing a huge, well, not huge, it was 252 is a pretty good amount. Blade Mail up onto... Why can I not remember your name all of a sudden? Khan. And our Nature's Prophet, Tesla's taken a huge lead on the net worth there. Got about 4k. Super creeps coming in. Aki's got to hold back. He's just standing here trying to keep them from killing him and the rest of his base. The trees are everywhere. This group's about to go down. There they go. It's a little disturbing watching them all die like that. Uses the Sprout Call Treants. Nature's Call Sprout combo. You are dusted, so you're not going to be able to disappear here. Takes an Infernal Blade and a Finger of Death, but they do take down Tesla. Tier 3 is getting sieged up. The trees take it. The trees then turn and go straight for the range racks. They're gonna. All the damage they do here is important because that means that thing's got 103 less health than it should, or than it started with, and that doesn't heal. Now, smart move here by Tika, putting the ice armor. Tika's actually been playing really well. I haven't made too many comments about the Lich's play, but some really good Chain Frost, putting ice armor on the buildings. All of this is really smart play. Khan just chopping away, eats the final creep in the camp. However, meanwhile, Lamberto is soloing Roshan. You don't normally think of a Clinks as being a solo Roche, but what did he eat? He's getting stunned up quite a bit, but... Ooh, Death Pact finally falls off, and Roche is not happy about it. He's just going to keep slapping him. If Tesla wanted, he could probably... Oh wait, Tesla's dead. What am I... When did he die? Oh right, the Dustfinger Infernal Blade. They've got to hold these racks. There's not much else they can do right now. Unfortunately for them, it looks like John is leading a charge of a ton of trees. And Tesla's coming in with even more. There's just a huge amount of angry treants barreling down mid lane. Unfortunately, Doom's only got a couple of things he can do. He can scorch the earth and maybe eat one. Ooh, Lamberto. Oh, that Sprout does not trap anybody. Lamberto does die, but he has the Aegis, so he's coming right back. But they're already waiting for him. He's not making it out of this. He's gonna die a second time, maybe. Can he get out of here? Yeah, Silver Earth Splitter comes out. Chain Frost though. It's not hurting Panda, but it's hurting everybody else around him. Ooh, the treants come out. The Flaming Arrow does land, but that Doom. I didn't even notice that Doom coming out onto Panda. Unfortunately for them, Tesla does have a huge number of treants just barreling down, and a couple of them are greater treants, which means he did get kills on heroes. Now the melee racks do heal. Tier 4s don't. That does end up in a team wipe though, so 5 for 3 trade there. Our Dire Squad's gotten the better exchanges when it comes to kills, but especially considering this Aki on this Silencer has 48 stolen intelligence. He does a base of 257 damage. He's also got 105 bonus, so he's got 240 intelligence. He's just gonna do huge damage right now. That might have been a turnaround though. We'll see. That one team wipe. John drops the spirit, stomps. Does 219 damage now. Oh. Khan jumps in with the blade mail. Roshi doesn't. You gotta stop hitting somebody when they're blade mailed. Well, after the first instance.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
I guess blade mail doesn't proc only once. Oh yeah, that's a spiked carapace for Nyx Assassin. So Khan actually gets in there and gets the kill on Roshdi, but nothing to follow up for our Radiant squad. Another Echo Stomp coming out just to slow the wave down. Charge, brave little treant, charge. Tesla's using this time to get some more farm going. He's already the net worth leader by like a good 5k. Oh, hold that thought. Khan does get found and chopped down. Just about around 10 seconds until Tesla can drop his ultimate again and put more trees on the map.
Invisibility.
There it goes. And now there's a couple more trees, not as many.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The trees are coming. They're pushing hard on this
Dire's middle barracks
on the middle racks. They're not doing a huge amount of damage, but then again, they don't really. Chain Frost coming out to stop them from that. It does get quite a lot of money for the Lich, but not sure where Tika's going. Stormhammer comes out after John already dies to Tika. Lamberto does get Aki on the back lines though. They don't have an answer for Lamberto on this Klings though. He's just going to town. He's taking down three of the Dire. Pops Skeleton Walk to get out of there. Stormhammer comes out onto one of the illusions, and Relax gets turned on. This is not going up. And now the trees are here, as is Tesla. 4 for 1 really. Oh, double crits on our Radiant squad with a Daedalus on Lamberto and on Panda, but it's too late. the tier 4s go down, the Radiant are just pushing hardcore. They're going for the throne. They're going to end this now. And there we go, folks. If you enjoy the show, please feel free to like or favorite the video, or you can leave a comment down below. Reports Sven. And remember, folks, if you want, you can always send me the match ID if you want me to check out a game you played. Remember, you always find it up here in the top of the score screen, top left of the score screen. And if you want to make sure you can always keep up with me and never miss an episode of any of my current series or a game that you send me to check out, then please click the subscribe button down below, or there'll be a link at the end of the video. As for that, folks, I have been D. This has been a Radiant victory, so good night and good gaming.